Hello all. Next section of chapter 4 is test process. The test process are the activity that are used while we do testing, from planning until completion. There is no universal software test process. There are many test processes, but any test process consists of some test activities without which testing will not establish any objective. Here we will talk about the test process that is provided by the ISTQB Foundation level. But there are different variety of test process. Test process consists of test activities, and the proper test process that you choose any of project depend on many factors. The test activity that are involved in this test process, how they are implemented, when do they occur. We should have test strategy for our project. Inside of it, you will find the defect. Inside of it, you will find the defect of this test that are inside of the test process. So, what are the factors that influence our test process? How will we implement it? What are the activities that are involved in it, and so on? The software development life cycle model that are using and the project methodology being used. Are we using waterfall model, agile model, or V model, and so on? The test level that are used in our project and the test type that are important in it. Product and the project risk, business domain. What is the business that we are working inside? Some operational constants like budget and resource, time scale, the complexity of our project, the contract with the client, the regulatory requirements inside the country that we are working inside. Some organization policy and practices. And if we have some standards, whether they are external standard like ISO, IEEE, or internal standard that we need to comply with. So there are the factors that influence the test process for the organization. Now in this section we will talk about the three aspects of organizational test process. First, the activities and that are included inside the test process. The work product that are delivered inside each activities of the test process, and the traceability between the test basis and test work product. The test basis are the thing that we need for testing, like the requirement, like the user story. Any test basis should have a measurable coverage criteria, so we can measure did we cover test basis or not. The coverage criteria used as a key performance indicators so that we know are we following our test objective or not. For example, if we have a mobile application, the test basis may include some requirement and some support mobile device for this requirement. So each requirement is considered as one element of the test basis. Each device is also as element of test basis. The coverage criteria is to include at least one test case for each element of the test basis. So each requirement needs one test case and each device needs one test case for each requirement. When we execute the test cases, these test cases tell stockholders did we fulfill the requirement or not. Do we need more testing, and so on. If you want any more information about test cases, you can read ISO standard for further information about test process. Thank you.